Hello, it's Melissa with the Yellow Woods, and I am here to draw a page in my sketchbook. Now, this is my good sketchbook. I have a good sketchbook and a bad sketchbook. Not necessarily a bad sketchbook, just a sketchbook that I don't mind messing up in. It's like my play sketchbook. Um, it is this one right here. It's a mixed media, and I just do lots of fun little pages in this just for practice. But this is what I call my good sketchbook, where I try to make every layout or page really nice. It doesn't always turn out that way, but for the most part, it does. I have a few stickers on here. I just thought that one was cute. This one we visited Savannah, Georgia a while back, and really, really love it down there. I love Charlie Brown and Snoopy. Love them all. Um, this was when we went to New York City. I am dairy free because I have a dairy allergy, and they have the most amazing dairy free bagels and cream cheese. Ugh. Like, I just randomly wake up and I just dream of those bagels. And then this I received from an artist that I purchased a print off of, but I can't remember her name. But anyway, she's an amazing artist and I love her work. And anyways, I purchased that. It came with an art print. So one of these days I will do a sketchbook tour. Today is not one of those days, but hopefully we'll get to it. So I pre-painted these spreads. Um, I like to use acrylic paint for the base of my oil pastels when I do flowers and stuff. Not every time, but I like to do that a lot. You will see a lot of the work in here has been done with pre-painted backgrounds. I don't know. That's just me. I like that. This is a different one I did. And I didn't go all the way to the edge, but I really like this one. A lot of times, though, actually, most of the time, I go all the way to the edge. So this is a navy. I love the darker backgrounds. There's just something, I don't know. I just love the darker backgrounds. So I'm kind of trying to come up with a color palette here. And what I want to do, I am going to be mostly using oil pastels. I might add in some neo colors I have right here. I also have these koi watercolors. I actually bought these in Georgia when we were visiting because I forgot my watercolor set. Um, and I love these. They're the metallic set. Let me get this off. I love this metallic set. It's so beautiful. And something I painted at the beach with these, if you're interested in getting them, I painted, let me find it here, this. It's upside down. I accidentally painted it upside down. I actually painted this at the beach and I used water from the ocean. So I thought that was cool. That was a fun little experiment. But anyways, I love how shimmery they are. They're just so beautiful. I highly recommend them if you're looking to get just a cheap little set to play with. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to start. Normally, how I start my spreads, or well, this is not a spread, it's just a one page, but normally, how I start on it, I just kind of go with the flow. I am a very spontaneous person. Nothing's really in my mind. So right now I'm really being drawn to the pink oil pastel. It's broke, but it is 316 of the gallery oil pastels. I love the gallery oil pastels. They're my favorite. I started off with a smaller uh, pack of them, and then I bought this larger one, and I don't know, I love them. I do have some of the Cinelier. I don't know how to pronounce these, y'all. I'm just, as you can tell, I'm a craft artist. I'm just getting into this stuff and just learning. So I can't remember how to pronounce these. But anyways, I do like these. They're so creamy, but honestly, they're almost a little too creamy. for my opinion, for what I do. Um, that's just me, and maybe I just need to work with them more. But anyways, okay. So I think I'm gonna start with a flower up here. A lot of the flowers I do, I just kind of make up. I don't think there's really any real flowers. And if there is that look like these, then that's purely by mistake because most of the time I'm just going off of what I feel. Like, what am I feeling in the moment? I'm actually going to make like a little circle here first. And I just kind of go off what I'm feeling, what I want to draw, and just kind of create some of my stuff. There's some of my things that I've painted before that I'm like, that kind of looks Dr. Seussish. Anybody love Dr. Seuss as a kid? I had, I think it was Green Eggs and Ham memorized as a kid. I love that so much. So now, just quickly, just getting these first shapes down, just to kind of give me guideline. I might go back and make a few of them thicker. Okay, and I feel like I need something right there. Maybe it didn't need that, but hey, we're stuck with it now. Okay, I like that. I like where this is going. I think I'm going to do another small one down here. I think I used a different center for that. I think I grabbed the orange, but that's okay. It works. Okay. I don't really like that petal. I usually always have a few petals, and I'm like, what happened there? Yeah, the petals on this one just are not doing it for me. Oh well, that's okay. We'll work with it. Okay, now I'm trying to think what color. I really like the violet. I might do. This is the raw umber, and I love this so much. It is one of my favorite colors in here. I don't know why. I just love that. It's just like a very creamy brown. A lot of times for the bigger flowers, I'll put two of the bigger flowers. And then for the smaller flowers, a lot of times I will do three of those. Like, I like odd numbers. Okay. And I'm just doing like a cone shaped flower here. I'm going to make this one a little smaller. Mm, I love oil pastels because they're super quick. And I honestly, right now in this season of life, I don't have a ton of time to dedicate to my art. It's just something I would love to have more time for, but right now it's just not plausible to do. So, okay, now I'm going to take this. It's like a bluish, purplish. One tip that I use baby wipes, ton of them. I just, honestly, I get just the off brand at Walmart. This brand right here, it's Parents' Choice. And I love the shea butter scent. That's actually what I used for my kids when they were little. And so it kind of, I don't know, kind of just takes me back, I guess. Not necessarily fun times when you're changing diapers, but if you're a mom, you get that. But anyways, I clean them all the time. I clean my hands with them. I think they work wonderfully for oil pastels. So I'm just gonna Add a couple more here. Sometimes I'll plan things out to where I plan the flowers out, but very rare. Usually I just go for it. Whatever jumps in my head is what we go with. Okay. I'm thinking that's all the flowers that I really want to add. So now it's time for the greenery. I usually go between dark and light greeneries. I just try to kind of vary it up. Um, and honestly, there's no rhyme or reason. I just go all the way to the bottom. Sometimes, like with these, I don't know if I'd necessarily go all the way to the bottom. I don't know. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then, okay, then I'll go in and add some leaves. I try to vary up my leaves too, so they're different. So like I might have like some pointy leaves, I might have some more oval leaves. Now I'm going to go back to the pink flowers. I want to build those colors up. I love, this is probably my favorite part, is building the flowers, the color in the flowers. Normally, I really don't have a plan. I just go through, I add a little color, I add lighter colors, I add darker colors, and just kind of play with it till I like it. And then I might go back in with the original color and just kind of mark to just kind of smooth it out or make it light again. Okay, I'm liking that so far. I add a little yellow. Don't want to add green. I am notorious for cleaning my oil pastels. I kind of like a lot of times the colors mixing, but I really don't want green in the flowers, so I'm going to clean that. There we go. Just a little light highlight. Nice. Okay. Now I'm going to add some white. I might be about finished with the large flowers. I don't want to overdo them because if you overdo it, then it looks muddy. So I like to try to kind of keep it light and just add 2 or 3 colors. And I always use white, always. I love white. I think it just adds so much life to the picture. Okay, I'm going to go through and I'm going to kind of make that center a little more prevalent. I did use a darker one on this one. Okay, I'm going to go in and add some dark dots. My motto is if you're not sure what to do, add dots. I love adding dots. I think it just adds so much character. Okay, the large flowers are finished. And now I'm going to move on to the cone flowers. And I think I want to add some blue. I think that'd be pretty with that purple. Just adding light blue. This is number 245, or light gray. It's actually not blue, it's gray. But it's a beautiful color. A lot of times, my favorite cone flowers to do is with this light blue and the raw umber for the centers. Perfection. Okay, now I'm going to go in. I think I'm going to add a smidge of dark through this. I just want a little bit. I don't want a lot. Just a smidgen. Okay. And now I think I'm ready for my white. Okay. Okay. Done with those. Now I'm going to get the centers. Probably for the centers, I'm going to add. I might just add white. Once again, here's the dots. Maybe I need to broaden my creativity and think of something different to use than dots. I don't know. Tell me in the comments, do you like the dots? Do you think they add character? Should I broaden my horizons a little bit? Okay, for these, I'm not really a fan of that purpley blue. I don't feel like it goes well with the theme. So I'm just going to make them a little darker here. There we go. I like that a lot better. Okay. Um, bring in some of that background color for these flowers. And finish it up with my favorite color. Well, it's not really my favorite color, but favorite color to use. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. Okay, now I'm moving in with the darker green. I really love using this one. It is moss green, and sometimes I'll even add some blues to the green. I think that looks pretty, but I don't think I'm going to do that for this one. And then go in with white. And I'm just lightly, I mean very lightly, grazing the paper with the white because I don't want to lay down too much on the leaves. Sometimes I'll add it to the stems, just a smidge, just for a little highlight. Sometimes I might want a little more, so I'll go back over it. There you go. There is a quick spread that you can do in your sketchbook. And if you do this, I would love to see what you come up with. Thank you for watching.